You said you wanted to change. Change doesn't come in comfort. It comes when no one is watching. When your lungs are burning. You know it's not ending anytime soon. You said you wanted to earn it. But earning it means disappearing. Being broken down. Forgotten. And still not quitting. This is where you disappear. Not to be lost, but to become someone you've never met before. A version of you that only pain could unlock. You said you wanted to change. Prove it.
You can lift heavy, you can move fast, but can you endure when your legs burn, when your lungs scream, when your mind begs you to stop? Will you keep going? Endurance is suffering with purpose. It's mental and physical strength stretched across time. Every rep, every mile, every second you don't quit. That's when greatness is built.
Some people never forget. They remember every single comment that underestimated them. They take it personally, so deeply it becomes an obsession. An obsession to prove every word wrong. It's something they carry within them. They don't tolerate mediocrity. They refuse to settle. If you ever underestimate one of those people, be careful. You're not just doubting them, you're fueling them. You're giving them a reason. You're handing in the fire they needed. And they'll use it. They'll turn that anger into discipline, that pain into hunger, and they'll prove you wrong with success.
There's certain people in life that when you offend, you have to know it's a permanent offense. It's not a 6-month sentence. It's not a 12-month sentence. You offended the guy, that's a permanent life sentence. He's coming for your throat, and he's never gonna slow down.
To those of us who are living, we have an obligation to live our lives to the absolute fullest. Life is one big tug of war, and you don't win that tug of war by pushing the fucking rope. You have to pull that motherfucker. And a lot of times you have to pull yourself through life. Life is one big tug of war.
We going up, we're gonna continue to go up. No one's going to stop this grind. I will continue to work through everything in life, point blank, period. My life is not easy whatsoever. My life is the hardest it's ever been at this very moment.
You will never grow if you're afraid to break, afraid to learn, afraid to grow. You have to fall with intention and rise with power.
He's not tired because he's doing too much. He's tired because he's doing too little of what actually matters. The meetings, the routines, the safe choices, they drain him because they're empty. He wasn't built for mediocrity. He wasn't meant to live tucked into a comfort zone, checking boxes and calling it a life. He's exhausted because his soul is starving for more, for something real, something big, something that demands every ounce of who he is. Playing it safe is what's killing him. Not the effort, but the lack of purpose behind it. He doesn't need rest, he needs a reason. Give him a goal that scares him, give him a dream so big it makes people laugh, and watch the exhaustion disappear. Because once he aligns with what he's meant for, he becomes unstoppable.
But you will never see me stop fucking working. Ever. I don't give a fuck what I'm going through.
What if I told you you're only 6 months away from the life you've always dreamed of? The money, the body, the mindset, but only on one condition. You have to show up every fucking day from here on out. Up until now, that's not a price you've been willing to pay. But the reality is, there are graveyards full of men that wish they could be in your spot 6 months to become the man you always knew you could be.
You love this game. I mean, love it with your whole heart. Because if you don't, let's not even bother. Let's not open that door. They're just gonna slam it right in our face. I love this game. I live this game. And there's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best guy out there. So let me ask you again, do you love this game?
It's not about where you start in life, guys. It's
until you finish. There's no universal acceptance to an individual path. What is your goal? What are you in there for? You must believe inside that the change is needed.
Greatness comes from doing mundane shit that average people can't keep doing. It's not all fucking sexy and fired up. It's staying consistent, doing the shit you need to do over and over and over and over.
I practice so much that when I get up and do the big gigs and stuff that count, I lick it. Why? Because I practice over and over and over and over and over. So when I get up there and do my thing, there's no errors because I've been so consistent that my body's like, boom, it's showtime. This is what we do. This is how we do it. And so if you would learn to be consistent, if you would learn to have a little consistency, that your momentum would kick in and take you to places you never thought you could go. We went from the backyard to the world. Why consistency? I need you to grind. Just be consistent. Wash the dishes and wash the dishes 100%. Mop the floor and mop it 100%. Go to work and do your work. Don't just go to work when you feel like it. Go to work every single day. Work on it every day. Even when you down and out. Even when you're not feeling it, still do it. Why? People who do stuff consistently and on time, they get the same consequences. They get paid. They get rewarded.
I had two options. To either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm gonna go be a Navy SEAL. And every recruiter, so there's a weight and height, so the weight and height limit to get in the military. And I was 6'1" and 297. To get into the class I had to get into, I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. So I was like, Dad, I can't do that. I grabbed my chocolate milkshake and went back to Ecolab. I'm going back to work, man. This is my life. So in this job, you're looking for cockroaches, looking for rodents and stuff like that. And this next morning or this next night, I went to work and I don't like cockroaches too much. I hit the mother load of cockroaches. And this restaurant got full of cockroaches and rodents and everything else. And I sat there and said, this is my life. I said, this is my life. You are exactly who this is it. And I said, this ain't gonna be it for me. So in that restaurant, I quit my job, left my canister in that restaurant, my spray canister, got back in my Ecolab truck, and I went home. And I started working out like somebody. I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. And I was basically, I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called nigger, be called whatever the in the world, and be able to stand in the room and say, go yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta go out there. Anything that was horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it.